Hey guys, Papa right here, just make it real. So I said this many times and I'm going to say it again. It is not what you think it is. It is only what you think it is. So if you think something is bad, it's going to be as bad as you think it is. But when you really break it down and look at all the possibilities, I can't even say it. When you break it down and look at all the possibilities and all the potential outcomes, most things are not near as bad as we think they are. It's just because we think so quickly and we calculate what we believe is about to happen based 100% on what we believe happened in our past. So our brain is researching our whole life in a nanosecond, literally the speed of light, to determine what's going to happen in the next moment. Now, Chris Voss says we will fall to our highest level of preparedness. The problem is, we get so consumed with trying to break that glass ceiling that we're not raising up our floor. Why we want to raise the floor? Well, it's not if you fall, it is when you fall. It is inevitable at some point in your life you're going to stumble and you're going to fall because, let's be honest, nobody's perfect. So when you fall or when you hit the wall, you're going to fall down. Where are you going to fall down to? Your highest level of preparedness. What are you prepared for? Now, the reason we don't prepare to stumble is because we think, for some degree, that we're invincible or that it's not going to happen. So we keep trying to break that glass ceiling. Now let's back up a little bit. When we raise our floor, which simply means to do some introspective understanding of ourselves, looking back across our life, when this event happened, this is how I reacted. And why did I react like that? So then we break down, why did I do what I did? And we study, how could I do it different? Where did it come from? So that's a lot of work. It's hard. It's not fun because we got to look at our flaws and we got to look at our shortcomings. And hey, who likes doing that? Nobody. So, but here's the thing. The only way you are really going to go up and stay up is realizing what it is that pulls you down. If you don't understand the thing that's pulling you down, then you'll never understand when it's going to do it again or how it's doing it, and you'll so easily get pulled down because you didn't understand that. So here's what we do, here's the key to all of this, is look at your life and be very aware of the things that take you sideways, the things that upset you, that anger you, frustrate you. And we have to look at them and say, okay, where did that come from? Instead of putting the blame and the shame on somebody else, we have to look at is, why am I responding that way? Now let me just put another thing in here. We love to blame the devil and say the devil's attacking me. Oh, I'm under attack. Well, let me just be clear that the enemy can only use against you what you already believe. So the devil cannot make you think anything that you are not already thinking or believing or holding on to. The devil is the number one promoter. He is promoting what you already believe about you and in your life. Now, when you know the truth will set you free. If you're not free, somewhere you don't have the truth. So if you're getting angry, depressed, upset, frustrated, envious, jealousy, bitterness, strife, it's because you already believe all that. You're already holding on to that. It's a part of you. And the enemy is simply promoting that in your life, and you're reacting using what you already are holding on to dearly. The only way you're going to go up in serving Christ and being more and walking in a deeper truth is by raising your level of preparedness. The only way you're going to do that, raise your level of preparedness, is by looking into your past. So let's be honest, everything is in your past, except for this moment. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you think about it that way. Everything's in my past except for this moment. But where in my past did all this stuff come? And this is the part we don't like to talk about. It's from conception to 10 years old. We don't like going back there, dealing with that stuff in our childhood. That has nothing to do with what's happening today. Yeah, it has everything to do with what's happening today. If you do not go back and change the meaning you gave to those events in your past, they are going to project into your future, and they're very predictable of how you're going to act or react. So, stop trying to break the glass ceiling, work on raising that floor, and when you fall, guess what? Your floor level just went up, and you're not going to fall as far because you raised your preparation of how far your floor level. So you're going to fall to the highest level you're prepared for. Now, I know it's no fun, absolutely no fun. I mean, I don't like it, but it's you have to do it. Let's just use the analogy you are a race car driver, and you started out with go-karts, and then you went to a little bigger cars, and then you went to NASCAR, and then you went to Formula One racing. Now, NASCAR and Formula One are vastly different types of racing. NASCAR, you just simply go in one direction, and you just turn one way. Formula One, you are making multiple turns on different tracks. Now, if you are a Formula One racer and you are on a new race course that you didn't even go out and practice on, come race day, you go out and everybody else has been out there practicing. How well are you going to do on that course if you never practice it, let alone if you never drove a Formula One car? Yeah, you're not going to be the winner. You'd be lucky if you even come in close to what the rest of them is. The same as life. You know, we get frustrated because life's not working. It's because we're not practicing, we're not understanding what is taking us sideways. So if you are not looking at the things that take you sideways, if you're blaming and shaming everybody else for what's happening in your life, guess what? The same thing is going to keep happening. It's just going to be different people that are making it happen. Think about that. The same things are going to keep happening. It's just going to be a different space and a different face that's making it happen. Until you go back and change how you see it. So 9 years ago, I was 5 minutes away from suicide, and in the last 8 years, I have made such radical transformations, it's unbelievable. I'm not even close to being anything like I was. A lot of the people in my life didn't change, but I radically changed. Now, what those people did back then, a lot of them are still doing the exact same thing, acting the same way, talking the same way, but it has no effect on me because I changed. I changed how I see myself, and that changed everything. I went from totally was done, had no desire to live, I see no hope, to now my life is a complete 360. There's nothing even the same, not even close. How I see things, how I see people is radically different. Because, and let me just clarify this, it's not because anybody else changed anything. Nothing. They didn't change anything. I changed everything. My life completely changed because I chose to be different. I chose to look at me. 100%. It was all about me saying, Ray, what are you doing wrong? How are you thinking about this in the wrong way? I stopped blaming and shaming them people. Guess what? A lot of them people are doing the same thing they did back then. And it don't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. Before, it took me completely sideways. I mean, it just destroyed me. And I would just come unglued and just get completely stupid. Now, they're doing the exact same thing. And I'm like, wow. I go, one of my clients said, I feel so sad that they're so stupid. I'm just saying what one of my clients said. Anyway, again, I changed. If you want things to change in your world, it's up to you to change you. When you change you, everything around you changes. Again, you have to raise your level of preparedness. When you fall, not if you fall, you will fall to the level of your preparedness. What are you prepared for? If you are not preparing yourself for the inevitable, it's inevitable. Things are not going to be perfect. But if you're not prepared for things to go sideways, things not to work out, well, guess what happens when it doesn't work out? You go sideways. You fall apart. So, slow it down. Look at your history. When these things happened in the past, how did you respond? Here's the key. You're going to love this one. Stop blaming and shaming. Period. When you can stop blaming or shaming somebody else for something, it doesn't matter what they did, why they did it, stop blaming and stop shaming, and you will radically, radically change your life. I told you you love that one, and I'm sure you still love it. But it's the truth. Whether you like it or not, it is the truth. That's what I did. I stopped blaming and shaming, and I just realized they're broken and empty. They can't give you what they don't have. It's that simple. Stop demanding that they give you something. They can't. They don't got it. They can't give it to you. And when you stop demanding it, you get your life back. It's that simple. Hey, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you. You're amazing, but you already knew that. So I'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow morning, I'll share, not sure what I'll share. Hey, guys, tell you what, if there's any topic you would like me to talk about in personal development, handling conflict, overcoming depression, anger, bitterness, anxiety, whatever it is, I'd love to hear from you. What topics would you like me to talk about? Marriage improvement, whatever. I would love to hear from you. Hey, love you. Have an awesome and wonderful day because you are amazing.